how do active verbs bring your writing to life? Look at this passage from Laura Hillenbrand's Unbroken. Pause the next two slides and note the action verbs. Okay, ready for the rest of the passage? Pause the video again to read the rest of the passage. Look at all the action verbs in this passage, which show a boy jumping out of bed to see what was happening outside. Sat, listening, coming, growing, suggesting, parting, coming, swung, raced, slapped, loped, was, smothered, shivering, stood, thrown, disappeared, see, reaching, suspended, was, putting out, saw. Each contributes something powerful to this cinematic scene. Each shows a moment, a part of a whole mad rush of excitement. So let me ask you, yes you, how many verbs do you use in a typical sentence? How many action verbs? How many of these verbs show something specific? Suppose you want to describe passivity. Surely we don't need action verbs for that, or do we? Actually, action verbs do the best job of describing passivity. Here's an example from Ivan Goncharov's Oblomov, a classic Russian novel about the indolence of a man living off his inheritance. Now you might think that the author can and should use lots of passive verbs to describe Oblomov's passivity. Pause the video and read the passage. When you read the passage, emphasize the action verbs. Say them out loud. All right, go to it. Did you see all the action verbs that Goncharov uses to describe a man lying in bed? Now look at Oblomov with all the actions that take place in this one quiet, still moment. If you make a real effort to use action verbs, you will also force yourself to pay attention to what matters. You don't have to be a physicist to know that action makes things happen. Now it's your turn. Find a passive scene like your cat snoozing by the window, or an old man waiting for a bus, or a student daydreaming in class. Describe that scene quickly. Don't worry about getting it right. Now, comb through your draft and look for ways to use action verbs. Hint, imitate Goncharov.